The person who came up with the phrase, if you want something done right, you better do it yourself, didn't take into account that myself is a fucking idiot.
What's up? It's your Sea Dog, and you're watching Miller Time Motorsports, where dirt meets rubber. And today we're going to be welding on the old race car. I started making a video about my new welder here. As you can see, I bought a welder. Started making a video on it and then it just didn't work out good. Pretty much what happened was I bought it at Royal King. And I brought it home and it had tape all over it. I noticed the box was all jacked. I was like, awesome. Whatever, it was the only one they had. So I went to Martinsville, came home, that's about 30 minutes. Came home, started popping open. And then, where's she at? Your freaking, rod, what do you call it? Rod holder, electrode holder wasn't in the freaking box. So I was just all kinds of mad, and the bottom of the welder was all kinds of bent. So I was like, wow. So I called him, was on customer service for like ever. I dealt with all kinds of stupid stuff. Finally figured out they had one in Bloomington. They sent me to Bloomington. So I was like, whatever, I'll go get it. So I drove all the way to Bloomington, which was the opposite direction again and back, and finally got me a new welder. So here it is. It's a Lincoln AC 225 stick welder. It's a you buy them new at Royal King for $349, I believe. It's just a cheap stick welder, so you can go out and get you one. I'm starting to realize too, it's a little too much for what I wanted a stick welder because it's cheap. I can't afford a freaking MIG welder with all that extra crap like a good one. So I was like, I couldn't find a good one on Marketplace or anything, so I just bought this new stick welder. And I'm starting to realize that you can't weld anything small with the stick welder. I learned that the hard way. So yeah, we're just gonna try to make it work pretty much. I've been practicing a little bit. You guys can make fun of me in the comments if you want to. I don't care. I'm by no means a welder. I'm not a professional or anything. There's not a single thing I can call myself a professional. I'm just trying. So I've been welding here for a while. Here's some of my beads here. They ain't great, but I'm working on them. Just been welding a bunch of little stuff. I've been running a rod-wise. I bought me some 6013s and 7018s. Here's my rods here. There's a 6013 and then, I don't know what brand, Hobart electrodes. Electrodes, that's what they're called. And so yeah, I started off really liking the 7018s, but then I switched over to a 6013, doing a lot of practice with that, and I'm really liking the 6013s. I could weld a lot better with them. But anyway, I've been practicing. This tubing is actually not very as thick as I thought it was, so it's pretty thin. I kind of want to melt holes in a lot, so I've been running I wanted to run a 7018 because they're stronger on the cage, but I just can't hardly. I'm not confident with that, especially with how low. I got to run a really low amperage, or else it wants to melt through. So I just have to use a 6018 because they run smaller, lower amperage. So I'm not too worried about it. Really, all I got to do here is I'm welding these side pieces onto here, which aren't, I mean, they literally don't come out already. Like, you can't get them out. So I'm just welding those. It's not a big deal. So welding those on. The rear bumper needs to be welded on. And the other side. And then next, I'm not doing that today. I need to go to Royal King and get me some angle iron. I'm going to weld a bracket right here for the door. I'll make another video on that. That's next after this. So today I'm just going to be welding that. So I'm going to try it on the hardest. Well, this other day, it's just a cup holder for sitting by the fire. You see, we got our truck seat here, our square body. And so it sits about the same height. So you're just sitting here. You got you a cold snack. You put it right here. It's just perfect. It's a little loose. But anyway, you just put it there, sit by the fire, you pick it up. It's perfect. So I just took horseshoes I found around the yard. And then just some rebar and this piece I found. And yeah. That was an eventful thing. I melted through. I took the 7018 to cut the rebar. Took the 7018 rod and cranked it up to like 120. It was like 140 amps pretty much just to cut it. So I was melting through it. All of a sudden something started getting real hot. And I looked down and I thought it was the welder. I was trying to figure out. I took my mask off and I was like, "What is going on?" All of a sudden I see a flame right here in my face. And I look down and there's a hole about that size in my my jacket where it was burning out. So I'm definitely a rookie, but I think we're gonna get her done. So we're gonna go ahead and get the garage cleaned up, and then we're gonna move the race car up and we're gonna start welding. We'll show you guys. grinder broke. Looks like we gotta do it by hand. Well, boys, let's see what we can mess up here. Probably F this up, but you know, that's all right. Still gonna go fast. Oh, perfect. We're gonna clean her up the best we can. We're gonna keep welding her. We're gonna keep welding her. We're gonna make it all the way around eventually. And it's gonna hold just enough. So either, I got a couple choices here. Either I need to get better at welding, or I just need to really try to not roll my race car. Well, anyway, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna keep working at her. There's the first weld right there.
Come on, fire.
Huh?
Never mind. Okay. This is not working.
Ah! I suck at welding. Well, guys, pretty much F this one completely over until I realized if I cranked up to 90 amps, it's welding a lot better. And it's not melting through it just because that stuff is so rusty. So, yeah, this one's pretty much F, but we kind of got it figured out now. It still looks like crap, but it's welding a little bit better. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We got 5 more welds to go, so this first one's F'd. We're 0 for 1, so we'll keep getting at it.
Maybe not.
Woo-hoo! You got a little hot there. Put down my shirt. Woo! Anyway, yeah, I'll just show you what it's done, because obviously you're not learning anything from me. So if I don't die in this process, we'll show you how it finishes. So we'll see you later. Well, guys, old wrist twister went in and gave up on me, but there it is. This is the first one. It looks like absolute dog crap, but you know what? I think it's gonna hold. It's pretty solid overall. I mean, not really, but I think it ought to hold for a while. I mean, if you think about it, that thing wasn't moving anyway. And this bar right here is for getting hit in the side right here, getting pushed this way. So all it's gonna do is push it that way into there. So I'm not really worried about it. So I got the first one here, and I just got a couple more to do. I got this side. That's gonna be, I don't know how I'm gonna get that welded, all that stuff in the way. But I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do the rear bumper, roll it out, and I'm gonna flip it around and do the other side. So keep you guys posted. I cut the bumper down a little bit to fit the tail piece. I took the Sawzall and just cut off about an inch probably, and get this to fit. Before it was sticking out too wide this way. This side's actually fine. It wasn't really measured very well. It's like it was uneven on each side, but it's cut down pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it there, and then now I'm gonna take that off. I'm just gotta weld this bumper on. So right there and right there. I don't like how, I guess they put too much pipe on it right here, but this is as far as it goes right there. And it's got this big gap, and then over here, there's no gap at all. I'm gonna try to figure that out. But anyway, if I figure that out, I'm gonna go ahead and weld that one on. So got that, and I realize there's some other spots that needs welded. I'm just gonna kind of tack them up in a couple spots, but yeah, it's coming together. All the bumpers on. About as good as it's gonna get anyways, I'd say. It started getting a little bit better. It got a little bit better. Got that on there. Got that on there, you know what I'm saying? And I got the bottoms and everything. As you can see, you got done mopping the floor with my body. It needs swept anyway, but I got a little nervous. I will say, let me flip her around here. Piece of molten metal somehow got inside of my face mask, my welding helmet there, and then burned all the hair in my nostril here. And I freaked out and I ran outside. I thought I got my mustache, but guess what, boys and girls? I'm still stashed. You're done. Well, anyway, I got that done. And yeah, I just got to do the left side, do the sidebar right here. This is next. So this one should be pretty simple. Got that one, already did the other side. Oh, that's a little bit more compact. But all right, I'll do that. I'm gonna come over here in this front piece where I didn't even think. I gotta weld a front bumper. I don't have one. This is where your bumper goes. He just tacked that on there, just barely on there. So I'm gonna weld that. So I gotta weld that on, and I got to get the other side there, and then I'm gonna come up here and right here where he welded the cage. He couldn't get that, so I'm gonna do what I can about that. If not, I mean, whatever. I'll leave it. I just won't roll it, you know what I'm saying? Not sure if this side's like that too. Now that side's welded because you can get to it, but I need to do something about that. I got that one done. Borderline got that one. I mean, it's as good as it's gonna get. I burned a hole through that one. That was pretty aggravating, but I think I fixed it up pretty good. But yeah, it's done. It's all the way I'm gonna do for today. I started noticing there's some spots, like right here. That's just tacked in there. There's some pretty like major parts of the cage that still haven't been completely set in. It would have been nice to know. I need to go through everything now. I'm gonna go over every weld and make sure they're welded because I didn't even notice that. I would have never known that when I raced with it. So I'm gonna go over everything and just keep going at it. Oh, freaking, oh my gosh. And today we're working on the race car again. Got her going. I started working on it today, and I forgot to start making a video. And I was like, wait a minute, I gotta make a video out of it. So today, I am, let me flip around for you, hold on. Just mess around with it all day, and I'll show you what I do. This might be a couple days in one video, I don't know. But pretty much making templates here. I'm cutting this out right now for making me a little window here, you know, with some sheet metal we have laying around here. Found this, so I got a couple sheets of that, so I'm gonna make me a template so I can cut that out, and you know, for aerodynamic purposes. And yeah, I want to make two sides. I'm gonna do that, and then who knows what else we'll get into. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a template, and I'll show you guys that. Well, pretty much here what I'm doing is taking this and I'm marking with the Sharpie where I think a little bit more needs cut. I'm gonna keep working on it, cut it a little bit more, cut a little more, and eventually it's gonna fit in there. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, and then I'll show you. After super perfect and precise measurements, I have expertly measured this out to where it's gonna fit right there, and I got my template. And then now, I was just thinking I gotta make another one for this side. I got this old one here, but guess what? It don't fit. Look. Oh wait! Boom! Check that out. It's the same thing. So sit. I'm gonna go over here and place me one of these. I'm gonna clean this metal up a little bit. I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna do another one. Boom, right over here, same thing. And boom, then I got two of them. And I'm gonna cut that out. And then I'll put that on there. I don't have all those fancy pop riveter things, but I can get me one. So I think the old man has one in his work, so I think I'll have to steal that. And I'll put that bad boy on there, you know? And then I'll put my number right here, you know, 22C. It'll be slick. So just wait. We're gonna get those cut out. Holy, it's factory, look at that. It's like it's supposed to be there. It came straight from the freaking factory. They should have sold them like that. Anyway, I got the first one on. I guess I'll get another one. I had to trim it off a little bit. I was a little off with my measurements. But yeah, I just gotta put this bad boy on here, and we're gonna do another one, and the other side's gonna be done, and we'll see what else we can do. I'll show you that when it's done. So yeah, like I said, if you want your work done, and all your racing needs, get a hold of Sea Dog here. Don't be surprised when I charge you top dollar, because like I said, this is fine work. So get back with you. Oh, boys, girls, forgot to show you, but here, I got the first template cut out. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this one. Started using this, but it just hit me right when I started this. Why don't I use 10 snips? That makes so much more sense. Because that's just gonna, because this thing's been acting up too. It's gonna kill me one of these days. So you know what? Let's see here. 10 snips. Let's see how these bad boys work. Oh, look at that. That's all I needed. That'll work a lot better. This is a very professional job right here. So if you need it done, get a hold of me. I am the best there is when it comes to this stuff, as you can tell. So yeah, we're gonna get this cut out and we'll show you. Right there. He's gonna win me a race. Well, of course, this is the one I can't get to. Yeah, that'll do.